Hello, this is Dan Farisi, Editor-in-Chief with Commercial Integrator. So happy to be joined today by Mark Bohs, who is Director of Sales for the Americas with Datapath. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining me. I really appreciate you taking some time to educate Commercial Integrators audience and me.
Dan, pleasure to be here.
Well, let's get right into it because there's a lot to chat about. I want to talk about control rooms. Right now, I just get the sense they're becoming ever more complex with more content, more sources, more data than ever before. Would you say there's a need for more technology at this point to enhance operator effectiveness?
Absolutely. Yes is the answer. And obviously, Datapath has a solution for that. We have a new product that we released earlier, actually last year, called Aetria. If you're familiar with Datapath, we have always been involved in the command and control room at the video wall, basically taking in multiple sources and displaying them on a video wall of any size, type, or shape. What we've done now is we've taken that same idea and we've pushed it farther out to the user station. User stations today, obviously, they have more than one screen. Obviously, they do have more than one screen. It's not unusual to see 3, 4 screens on an operator's desk. What we want to do is actually bring that same simplicity of pulling and sources and layouts and put that on to the user as well at the operator's workstation, basically giving them a personal video wall. And that's what Aetria, in a nutshell, is doing. But also, we're seeing technologies like AV over IP becoming more and more prevalent. We've come out with another product as well called Ligo, which is our AV over IP solution, which fits in very well into the Aetria solution.
So clearly it's a time of real evolution, real development within the command and control space, and Datapath obviously is right on the tip of the spear of that, leading the way to more effective solutions. And you mentioned Aetria, of course. Can you just give a little bit more detail about the way that it kind of simplifies design, simplifies management, simplifies operation? Because it really seems to me like across verticals, kind of user friendliness is becoming ever more important, and just kind of a value of simplicity, a value of streamlining. Is that in a sense what Aetria does?
Yes, and you put in, you nailed it right there, actually. Aetria is actually a Datapath integrated solution for design, management, and operation of command and control rooms. I like to take that more, not just room, but to rooms as environments. There's more than one just control room. With the content that we have out there and the prevalence of AV over IP, there's lots of more sources and contents and applications that are the operator is being forced to use. With Aetria's Command Center, we're giving the user a single integrated interface that is comprehensive and unified for the control of content and sources. Now, this is all the contents and sources. This content could be IP streams, video streams, web pages, local content, etc. We're giving the user the capability to move that from the video wall to their workstation, have their own personal video wall on their workstations with their own templates and layouts. And if the information is required somewhere else, say in a conference room or a manager's office, they can put that content there. And we do this with the highest security levels with user rights interfaces and encryption. Aetria gives you the ability to manage everything. When I say manage everything, everything from the video wall process to the video wall all the way down to the user's workstations. With the AV over IP solution, we're also being able to give KVM over IP. So we can now take sources that would have been local to the actual user and put them into a data center, which is much more quieter. And now we're able to manipulate those local sources as if they were right on the person's desk. At the end of the day, we want the operator to have a seamless work environment, so they can concentrate on the job that they have at hand. And that's what Aetria at the end of the day is doing. It's simplifying everything, giving everything to the user and being able to access all the content and availability that they need to do their job.
Well, I feel like I've learned a lot about Aetria, learned a lot about Datapath's unique value proposition. So before we close out the interview, I just want to ask kind of one more question. What else do you guys have planned for the rest of this year, beyond? Do you have kind of a pipeline or anything you can kind of tease us with as we look forward to Datapath's next evolution, next innovation?
Absolutely. So we had very successful ISE and InfoComm showing Aetria and actually demoing Aetria. In Philadelphia, which is our US headquarters, we have built a demo center for Aetria, which we think we can handle a lot of the Northeast from there. But as well as Northeast, we're adding a demo center in Providence, Rhode Island. Starting after Labor Day, we will be doing a roadshow in 5 US cities. And the reason why we're doing a roadshow is because, again, at Infocom, being able to see the user interface, you know, Zoom meetings and demos really don't do it justice. You need to sit down and see how it works, move content around, and actually see how easy the user interface is. So we found through those 2 trade shows that we get a lot more bang for our buck actually physically showing it to people. So we're going to 5 cities after Labor Day. We're starting in Tampa, then going to Atlanta, Dallas, San Jose, and Chicago. And again, the Northeast US is going to be handled out of our demo center in Philadelphia, as well as the one we're opening in Providence, Rhode Island.
Well, thank you so much, Mark, once again, for taking this time to educate Commercial Integrators audience, to educate me about the latest from Datapath, and giving us especially that overview of Aetria and its ability to kind of simplify design and management and operation of control rooms. Really exciting stuff. So once again, thank you for joining Commercial Integrator. My name is Dan Farisi, Editor-in-Chief with Commercial Integrator. So happy to have been joined and to learn from Mark Bohs, Director of Sales for the Americas with Datapath. Really appreciate the time investment.
Thank you. And if you need more information on Aetria, www.datapathltd.com. Thank you, Dan.
My pleasure. Please check back regularly on commercialintegrator.com for more great and educational content just like this.